Establish, get to a clinch range, he's going to push back out. As soon as he pushes back out,
in this human dummy drill, we're going to use the opposite direction concept and then go right into a clinch position. So Aaron has his arms out like this. I'm going to move his arms out of the way in opposite directions here, and immediately I'm going to grab onto something. So generally speaking, when you're grabbing onto either your opponent's torso, you don't want to have both of your hands occupy just his shoulders or anything like that, because then he has the hands free to start punching. You might have this one to block, but he still has a free hand. So it kind of makes sense that as you decide to close the distance, you are negating one opportunity for him to strike you and locking that hand down. So if hands are forward like this, and I go opposite directions and I clinch up, automatically one of my hands is going to grab onto the wrist here, grab onto something to negate this arm. I still have to worry about that, but that's in another drill, right? So one person's out like this, opposite direction, clinch, and I grabbed, opposite direction, clinch, and I grabbed, opposite direction, clinch, and I grabbed. So you're always grabbing on one arm and the other arm's kind of isolating or going towards the limb and the torso.
okay, so what happens a lot when you're doing these drills and when you're using them in combat is the person is going to want to build their frame up again. It's a natural thing to have, right? So if I do opposite directions and do this, he's going to start building his frames up again, right? Try to get them out. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize that and make that a drill too, and reestablish the clinch once he's built up his frame or separated from me, right? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to come in. I'm going to establish, get to a clinch range. He's going to push back out. As soon as he pushes back out, I'm going to come back in again, right? So we're here. I come in, establish clinch. He pushes out. I follow. And go in. So ideally, it doesn't matter which ones you're using. If I do this and then come, as soon as he gets this far away, that hand, I don't want him to get full extension from me, because then he can swing, right? So I want, as soon as he gets this far, I'm going to change and reestablish on the other side, right? So I'm going to switch my grips and then just reestablish the clinch again. And I'm still looking for the same anchoring points, right? So if I came here and I got like an underhook and wrist here, he starts spreading out and I'm losing my grip here. I'm just going to swim for the underhook there and maybe go for the wrist here, or even maybe grab his knee at the bottom over there. So it just kind of depends where you want to flow to. Just don't let them get full extension away from you, right? That's the goal on this drill.